Nicole Bateman. I'm with the Decatur Economic Development Corporation. We are celebrating all things manufacturing, and today we are getting a look behind the scenes at Huston Patterson Printing. And I'm with Tanya Morelli. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Okay, so what do you do here? This big building is in downtown Decatur. I think a lot of people drive by it probably a few times a day and never know what's happening behind these walls. So tell me, what does Huston Patterson Printing do?
So Huston Patterson is a large format package printer. So our customer client base is corrugated box manufacturers.
Okay.
So they sell to end users such as KitchenAid, Bose, Sony, diapers, and then Mars Candy, and any end user that you would see in a retail store. So most of our products you would find in the aisles of Walmart or Sam's Club or Kroger or Costco or any big retail building that you could potentially go to.
Got it. Okay, so if I'm at the store and I'm buying a big package of M&Ms, right? I'm at Sam's Club and I see this beautiful wrapping on the M&Ms. So you make the wrapping that goes on the boxes.
Right, so if you're like the end cap box, so if you have, if like there's an end display, we could do it. We print for displays or boxes. So anything that's glued to a piece of corrugation. So it could be a box, it could be, you buy a vacuum, for example, and you go out and you buy, Oric vacuum or whatever, the box that it's in, we would print the label that's glued to the outside of the box. So we don't make the boxes, we make the printed. So we just cut 4 sides, ink on paper,
Nice.
ship it out the door.
Very cool. And I noticed you've got some gigantic printers out there. How many printers do you have here in this building?
In this building, we have 3 large format presses. Our largest one prints 47 by 64 inches.
Okay, so it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's like the size of a football field. You walk in, I was talking to somebody and I was like, you walk into Sam's Club and you look at the other end and that's like where the machine ends.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. So now, is this your only location or do you have others?
No, we have another location in Ottawa, Illinois, and it has a smaller format press, and they do packaging as well, just for smaller folding cartons, makeup, things like that, smaller packaging that you would get. They also specialize in calendars. They do a lot of wall and desk pad calendars so this is their busy season right now.
Got it.
Finishing up for the end of the year.
Makes sense.
And then here in Decatur, we actually have two other locations. We have a warehouse, and then we have a sheeting. So our paper actually comes in these massive rolls like toilet paper, and then we cut the sheets to size to put through our equipment. So we really handle everything from the time the paper is made at the mill. It ships into Decatur on huge, massive rolls. And then we cut it down to size, and then we put it on our machines, put ink, paper, cut, wrap, out the door.
Got it. Okay, so in that process, then, it sounds like there's a lot of different types of jobs. So what kind of different types of jobs do you have here at your company?
So we have our fork truck drivers, we have our plant helpers, we have an entire graphics and pre-press department upstairs. And so when the files come in from, let's say, KitchenAid. So KitchenAid mixers send our client a file, and then they would send it back to us, and then we would fit the file to the paper, make sure there's no, there's no words cut off, there's no colors that look out of line, there's nothing falling off the edge of the box. So we would fix the file, send it back to them, they approve it, they send it to us. And so we don't create the art, but we do have pre-press technicians here that fit the art to the press. And then we have skilled operators, we have feeder operators, we have cutters, because we cut the labels once we cut the sides of the paper. We have our sheeting department, we have a sheeter. And so we have 2 employees over there that are running either the feeder or the actual sheeting device. We have fork truck drivers, we have truck drivers, we have a shipping department, we have a logistics team.
Got it.
So there are a lot of different little, obviously we have sales, customer service as well.
Got it. Yeah. So a nice variety. And I think when people think of manufacturing, they're thinking of maybe making the end product, right? Like the KitchenAid item that's in the box.
Right.
But this is a part of manufacturing as well, right? Because you're manufacturing the box, you're manufacturing the labels. I mean, there's just so much that goes into that final package that you see on the shelf that I think people don't realize.
It's funny because, when I first started it's been in my family for 3 generations now, and I would come through as a kid and wouldn't think anything about it. But when I started, I was thinking Canon copy machine too. Probably like anybody else, like, oh, you just need some copies. I mean, it is incredible how detailed the designers go into the packaging. When things are sitting on shelves, our end user clients are wanting to sell their product. And so whatever product stands out the most is going to sell the most, product. And so that's why retail and in-store purchasing is still really, really huge in the packaging industry itself. Obviously, packaging is needed to ship things from Amazon as well, but the marketing side of it is really, we're in the high-end graphics part of it. So our business is heavily reliant upon all kinds of packaging, but specifically the retail packaging in stores.
That's very cool. Again, something I don't think people think about, and then they certainly don't think that that's made here in Decatur.
No, it's crazy. Like when you walk into the store and you see your stuff sitting on the shelf, you're like, oh my gosh, we did that. And it's fun for employees too, because they're like, oh my gosh, I remember working on that. Oh my gosh. And you know, you see people like when you're out and about, and they're like, oh my, talking to their spouse, we did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Which is awesome, because I think a lot of folks working on a line or in the manufacturing industry never get to see it in its space, right?
Right.
You get to see the end product in space, but you get to do that if you work here at Huston Patterson. So
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yep.
It is fun.
Thank you. I appreciate
Well, thank
it.
you.
And congratulations on 3 generations.
Oh,
family
appreciate
business.
it.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
thanks.
Awesome.
It's fun. You know, family businesses.
That's right. Yep.
Unique.
Very good. Well, again, celebrating all things manufacturing here in Decatur and Macon County and opening the door behind some of our hidden gems that we have here.